What is Determined Women of Destiny?
What is Determined Women of Destiny?
What is Determined Women of Destiny?
So, what is Determined Women of Destiny?
Really, can someone tell me what is Determined Women of Destiny?
This ain't your average talk show, honey. This is where passion meets purpose, where women receive empowerment and encouragement, infused with information and inspiration, but more than anything else, motivation to live their best life. So I want you to grab a cup of coffee or a spot of tea. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
There goes a woman of God. They be looking like, oh man. There goes a woman of God. I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman first. I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman too. I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman true. I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman. Oh.
Hey, good people, it's Yvonne, the Motivated Man. You're checking out Determined Women of Destiny, the place where amazing women that are doing amazing things come to tell you exactly what they're doing. And my guest today, ooh-wee, child, let me tell you something. I am so happy to have her. And if y'all are saying she looked familiar, just imagine her all wrapped up on TikTok talking about she gonna go lay down. Yes, I got to go lay down, girl, with me today. Who's better than me? Nobody. Nobody. Welcome to the show, NaJe. Oh,
Thank you.
oh my goodness. Listen. There's a whole lot of questions I want to ask, but I'm going to jump right in. How does it feel to be a TikTok sensation?
It's amazing. It's amazing. Can be overwhelming, but it's a great experience. So I'm digging it.
Did you ever think that one song would have just went global?
Absolutely not.
Because you were just playing, right?
Right. Like, honestly, that is my personality all of the time. So, I mean, I just sing because I've been given a gift. Mm-hmm. And I am one of those people where if I get sleepy, I'm singing. If I'm really, really excited, I'm singing. I'm not you know how most people are shower singers? Mm-hmm. I may do it from time to time, but the majority my time, like I'm really being me. And so I thought that it would be easy to capture it. Not really thinking much of it. I'm just, still brand new to TikTok. I was still brand new. Mm-hmm. But I didn't think nothing of it. I wasn't expecting it. I guess people really felt some way about resting.
Listen. And then when they did the duet with it, well, it wasn't a duet, it was 3 other people. And homeboy came with the Bible and he started preaching to it. I watched that thing like 5 or 6 times. Oh my goodness. For those of you who may be saying, what is Yvonne talking about? NaJe sings a song on TikTok, all wrapped up in a blanket, speaking to herself about she needs to go lay down because she's tired. 3 other people decided to join in. One decided to do a background hum. The other decided to join in and speak in tongues. And then one decided to join in and to preach. And this thing went global. It wasn't just the United States. Everywhere has seen this TikTok and everybody loves it. So let me back up. Start from the beginning. When did you start singing?
I started singing, I don't know how young I was. I know my first solo was around the 4th or 5th grade. Oh. And I was quiet for a while. If you didn't see me in church, then you didn't know that I could actually sing. And even in church, you didn't really know that I could sing because I didn't really, do too much. I kind of sat in rehearsal. I watched the musicians play because my father was the minister of music, and that was pretty much it. I don't think my parents really knew what I was capable of until I got older. Oh. And yeah, I kind of just took time.
So you church kid. I totally understand that. My mom's a deacon. My mama Baptist all the way back to John the Baptist. All we knew was Jesus, him alone, 24/7. We had a week to listen to R&B.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. And I don't mean that.
No, I had a little life.
So like, okay, my biological father is actually a bishop. My biological father, my grandfather, he was a pastor. Then you had my father who adopted me. He was a minister of music at my biological father's church.
Okay.
So it was really kind of mixed. And so with my adopted father, his mom was a big Mary J. Blige fan. So I grew up listening to the Shy Lights, the Delphonics, Mary J, like enthused with R&B. But then my mom is a big fan of jazz. So I was surrounded by my other grandmother who was big on hymns. So I was like really covered with everything growing up. Like it wasn't straight church. It was like church on Sunday and Saturday only when the Jehovah's Witnesses walk in the street, and then we go back to playing our jams. Then then it was R&B when I went over to my grandma's house who lived in the projects. You know what I mean? And then it was gonna be church hymns with my grandfather's wife, my other grandmother, on certain days, all depending on whenever she hopped on the piano. So, I listened to choir rehearsals all the time because my dad had an organ upstairs and I had a drum set downstairs. So, yeah, I was kind of surrounded. I was pretty even.
So all of that is that soulful sound that we hear. I've checked out some of your other stuff. Ooh, girl, you sang, you can sing. And then how I connected with you, I saw your interview, Q Studio, and they threw at you
yes.
different religions, and you sang every song. When you did Methodist and Catholic, I thought I'd throw up. I was laughing so hard. I said, girl, you need to be shook. But you were dead on it. You were dead on. So your formal training was church. Have you ever done any voice lessons?
No, I've never taken any type of vocal training, which is hard for a lot of people to believe because it's just like, well, how do you know what to do? I mean, I was raised around music. So in essence, I learned from every genre that I listened to. Like I've never taken a vocal class ever. And I actually went off to college and I went to Wiley College, and they do we did a lot of spirituals. We didn't really have a chance to do gospel until towards the end when I was getting ready to graduate, but you had to be able to read music, and you could learn it while you were there. But I had a great director, and he asked me, have you ever had vocal training? I'm like, no. He was like, then do you know how to do that? And I'm like, I've studied different people, and different type of music. So yeah.
When it's your gift,
I like to
when it's your gift, it's your gift, and it just comes out. Like people say to me, when I do presentations, I tell somebody, stop me at 30 minutes because you'll be sitting here 2 hours later. I'll still be talking because this is what I do, baby. And they're like, oh no. I said, no, seriously, you need a timer. I'm not going to shut up until y'all tell me, especially if I'm giving a training, and I love it. So I get that. I do. There is a voice instructor that's on TikTok. And what he does is he listens to people and he critiques them. And one thing he said about you, I don't know if you saw his critique. He said her sound is clear and crisp. And I was like, listen, I ain't no voice instructor, but yes, sir. Yes, you hit it on the nail. She is absolutely clear and she is crisp. So aside from, okay, you in church and, even if you don't know how to sing, you will definitely have a sense of carrying a note, because you there Sunday, you there for Bible study Wednesday, and then you might be back Friday. So you singing 3 times a week. Your voice is getting trained whether you want it or not. But along with your gift, and then going to college, once you left college, did you say, hey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing for a living. I'm going to get out here on these streets. I'm going to blow these notes. I'm going to get me a record deal?
Actually, no. I started doing that when I was I graduated high school at 17. So at 17, I was going to the local karaoke bars, and I was going to clubs where I wasn't supposed to be, but I was going and I was performing. And it was actually my senior year of high school that made me realize how much I enjoyed it. Of course, I did it at home in front of the mirror in my room, that was just me. But my senior year, I did a talent show and nobody really knew, they did not know that I could sing. Like, a lot of them did it. And so when I did it, it was like, where did that come from? And so it's like, this is what I love to do besides band. So that's what I did. By the time I got to college, I was already 25. And the director at that college was actually shown a video of me from YouTube. And I got a full ride scholarship to go and sing for that college and had the chance to travel the world for free.
Wow. We're going to go to break. And when we come back, you're going to tell us about that free trip. Oh, yes. You will tell us about that free trip. We're going to be right back. As I always say, ladies, check your dinner. I don't want it burnt because you up here listening to my show. Put them kids, throw them in the tub, whatever you got to do, and make sure you come on back.
My name is Kamisha Farkason, CEO and founder of Concrete HR Solutions, LLC, a consulting firm providing concrete solutions for all of your HR needs. Here at Concrete, our mission is to enhance our clients' opportunities for success. We ensure that the right numbers of the right people are in the right jobs at the right time with the right training, all while promoting positive employee relations and making sure that you remain compliant. We understand that human resources is the support arm of an organization. It's about driving efficient business results, driving your mission through effective people management and minimizing risk. What sets us apart is that Concrete is not only for small businesses. We provide solutions for employees and job seekers as well. It all begins with a conversation. Head on over to concretehrsolutionsllc.com today to book your first 10-minute consultation. The people within your organization are your most important investment. And here at Concrete, we are in the business of taking care of your investment.
And welcome back to Determined Women of Destiny. If you're just tuning in, you know what I always say, shame on you. All the good stuff happened in the beginning, but I do love you because, you supporting me and I can't do what I do without you. My guest is NaJe. And if she looks familiar, yes, she is the Go Lay Down woman. Yes, she is. And before break, she was telling us how she got a free ride, college over a video. So continue to tell us about this video.
So this video, I don't even know which one he was shown. Mm-hmm. It was a former colleague of mine who showed him the video and was just like, hey, I think you should bring her. He reached out and I agreed to go at 25. I already had my own house. I was working and I'm like, Lord, I've never been outside of my city to live because I'm from Gary, Indiana. I'm just like, okay, let's do it. And I went. And it was something. It was an experience. The director was very hard on me, but I actually became one of his proteges. That man never really trusted too many people with his choir, Wiley College is also known for the movie Great Debaters, the movie with Denzel Washington. That's actually where they filmed it, at the College of James Farmer. Wiley College is also the college where they recorded Birth of a Nation by Nate Parker, which is the movie that came out about Nat Turner. And on that movie, I am very honest and honored to say that the Wiley College Choir recorded for Atlantic Records for that soundtrack, and I had the chance to direct them. Wow. And so I have those pictures, and it was a wonderful experience. Like, the choir's been to Japan, they've been to the White House multiple times. The Potter's House, I've had the chance to direct alongside a gospel great, Kathy Taylor. I've been a lot of places just with that choir, and it opened a lot of doors, and it's a lot of different connections with people that I'm forever grateful for. But while I was in college, I'm not gonna lie, I took advantage of the R&B scene, and it gave me a way to venture out. And so I started doing shows in Shreveport, Louisiana, and I had a pastor that would bring me to Miami every year for conferences with Jamal Bryant, and it was different. It was a little tussle, a little bit, because a lot of times when people hear me sing, the first thing they think is church because of soul, right? And so they automatically, it's an easy thing to do. You automatically put people in a box. So what you want to hear is, oh, she's church. And then they see me in a club setting singing Anita Baker, singing Shaka Khan, doing Tina Turner, singing Bobby Brown. And they just like, what is happening? And it's just like, yo, hello, it's me.
I have a gift. I sing. I just don't sing one thing. I sing everything.
And so I kind of give that same interpretation on TikTok, where I do gospel. I have no problem with it. I love it. That's the core of me. But I also venture off and do, R&B songs and things of that nature. And so right now, Mahalia, which is the video that the vocal coach analyzed, was me singing Mahalia. I sung 2 of Mahalia's songs in college that actually made me more popular than I thought. But I love Mahalia. I love the richness of her, and I love what she embodies. So yeah, that free money,
Listen, ain't nothing better than free money, and it gave you great exposure. So, okay, now that you done did all this for free, and you still singing, and you're hitting the clubs or whatever, have you ever had like that inner struggle being a woman of God and singing that R&B? I know that's the first thing people gonna say. Well, if she a woman of God, how's she gonna sing that? And I've always been a sex ed educator, always. Always had condoms in my car because that was part of sex education. So people say to me, how is it that you're a woman of God and you giving out condoms? Because I'm trying to keep them alive so they can get Jesus. Okay, what they do ain't none of my business. It's part of my job. Just how I feed my child. Just how I pay my bills. There was no inner conflict, with me. But I know, from the church folks, oh, you shouldn't sing R&B if you're singing for Jesus, because sweet and bitter water can't come out the same faucet. I was raised church, right? Yeah.
In all actuality, I did, but by the time I was 17, I was way past outspoken. There was nothing that you could say to me to make me feel bad if God didn't make me feel bad first. So because I knew of the gifts that I had been blessed with, I'm just like, okay, well, I don't need to be nobody's praise and worship leader because I'm probably coming in from a club. So y'all probably don't want me in front of your church if you think I'm going to hell, because I definitely just did a show and made a check that the church is not willing to pay me the same amount. You want me to come in here for cheaper and sing to the Holy Ghost, fall down and get stuck in y'all tonsils. And I'm making money. Like,
And
I'm
paying my tithes.
and
I'm keeping the church lights on.
I mean, being totally honest, there were people who did that, but to me, it was just like, unless you're gonna take a bill and pay it. And it's not all about the money, because I have done shows and not been paid because I wanted the exposure, I wanted the experience, and I love making people happy. I love making people happy, but not in such a way that I am willing to cut myself off so that you can be satisfied. I love being the continuum of happiness when it comes to people, because I realize I can't make them happy. They have to be happy already, but I can help with the progression, and keep you in a certain vein. And when people come see me, they just like, oh, she finna act out. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm finna act out. Like,
See, that's like really cool, because people don't understand there's such a thing called marketplace ministry. And if you're going to church every Sunday and you have a great man and woman of God giving you the word, you don't need me there. But where there's a place that they're not getting fed, you need me there. That's where you need me.
That's my case with the clubs. There's video clips of me on TikTok singing gospel music in the clubs while people have their Hennessy and, their cognac and their tequila. And I probably got a cup sitting next to me. But I don't start off any of my shows without giving reverence. That is how I function. That's what I choose to do. And I am really one of those people. Hey, Jesus is outside of these walls. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get to them people at the club. Them being at the club is not the problem. I just want to make sure that you understand that you are still loved. Mm-hmm. You are still loved. And that if you don't go to church on Sunday morning, eventually maybe you'll find one. Mm-hmm. But until then, I'll feed your soul through music here in this club. You feel what I'm saying? Because you just may need to hear it. You might be in there to drink yourself to death because of things that's going on in the world or in your personal life. My job is to bring him to everybody. And so while everybody just sees it as club singing, I'm on a mission. I'm doing what people are afraid to do.
That is so not only exciting, but I just love that. I do. Because we as Christians, there's a balance, people. There's a balance. You can inhale and exhale, and it don't always have to be bless the Lord. We bless the Lord with every inhale and exhale. But when you go over the top like that, you hiding something. And people will respect you more when you're raw, when you're just who you are, when you're just who you are. We're going to go to break. When we come back, could you please just sing A Minute Ago like that?
Absolutely.
So that people will understand what I've been going through. I'm telling you, my grandkids start acting up. You better go. I was singing in a heartbeat. So you guys, I got to go to break. That don't mean for y'all to leave. That means for y'all to do what you got to do. Get them kids out the tub. They've been in here long enough. They ain't got no business drowning now. Go ahead, dry them off and come on back. Determined Women of Destiny New Music, New Artist segment needs your help. If you're an artist looking for somewhere to showcase your music, Determined Women of Destiny is where you need to be. For more information, please email determinedwomendestiny@gmail.com. Hey, you chilling with Yvonne and NaJe. And this is Determined Women of Destiny. We've been talking about her career, how she, got into college, how, she's singing, and her life as a woman of God, and just, just living life as a wonderful artist, which she is. So listen, I just need to know, how did you come up with that song, Go Lay Down?
I was sleepy.
See, don't do that to me. I was waiting for, well, I was thinking, and he's like, I was wrapped up.
Tied up, angled up in that blanket because it was time to go to sleep. I was a sergeant at the time for a jail, so I was working night shift, which was 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. As a supervisor, I need to get there about 5:30, but I wouldn't leave. I think that day I worked 16 hours, if not a little bit over, and I was out of there. Like I was sleepy, just gonna wrap up, get on this couch because that was the nearest thing. My legs didn't even want to walk to the bed. Let me get on the couch. And I'm just going to sing my life away because that's just how I felt. Didn't think anything of it.
So you telling me that song ain't new?
No.
How old is
like,
I
I just felt like singing about going to lay down. I really didn't think anything of it.
Okay. Do my listeners a favor and my viewers. Can you give us a little Go Lay Down? Because if they don't know what I'm talking about, they're like, okay, what's she talking about? She's talking about Go Lay Down. I've been listening. I just don't know. I don't know.
That's funny. I'm about to go lay down. Go lay down. Yeah. Go lay down. I'm about to go lay down. I'm about to go lay down. Hey, go lay down, go lay down, go lay down.
So y'all see why I was hollering, because I was like, she done did a whole sermon off of Go Lay Down. You want to put your hand over here and say, yes, God, it is time. I am so sleepy. I am weary. I need to. Oh, Lord. See, my viewers and my listeners know not only am I country, I'm church, and they see me act and cut up before. But for those of you who needed to know, that is the song. And when I saw your interview on Q Studio, well, I didn't. My niece told her daughter, my great niece, tag your aunt, because she had sent it to her mother. And her mother told her, tag your aunt. And that's when I said, I got to get an interview. And when you came back and said, yeah, let's do this, I was like, huh? I'm going to get the interview? I'm really going to get the interview.
I don't know why everybody acts like that. Like, it's like, you guys, I'm human. Like,
yeah, but some folks are untouchable. Let me tell you something. People haven't even reached to where you are. And I reach out and I'm like, hey, I think you're doing something really great. I'd love to have you on my show. Oh, really? What's your show about? I'll let you know.
No, it's been interview after interview. I've done one with a guy from Ghana. I've done interviews with people from Texas. I've done the one with Studio Q. Like, there's been a lot of interviews. I did one with a guy on TikTok, and he doesn't have a big following, but it's just like, what's wrong with talking to people? Like, these are the same people who want to see you.
He got a following now because he done took that interview. And listen, I ain't mad at him because I'm gonna have some followers now too. That wasn't the reason I wanted to interview you. It's just that season 5 is She's a Game Changer. You changed the game with that one song. You changed the game. That this thing went global. You said you interviewed for a guy in Ghana. Only TikTok could have took you there. You know what I'm saying? And definitely, you changed the game. You took it from, okay, I have all of these different genres inside of me. I've been soaked in this. I've been immersed into gospel. I've been immersed in R&B. I've been immersed into jazz, and I get to now put them all together and give them to you, and we get to enjoy it. Because everything, I mean, when I said I trolled Joe Page, ooh,
Come
I
on,
was up. Listen,
come on, troll.
you could have
Troll. Yeah.
painted me blue and gave me a little hat. Okay. I had no problem. What's her name? The one with the pink hair my granddaughter loves. I forgot her name, but I was that troll because I was sitting up there listening to everything. Wow. And I enjoyed it so, so much. So I will tell everybody, if you're going to troll anybody's page, you're going to listen to anybody's stuff, check out NaJe. Come on, come on, come on. You know, my church folks, she's one of the children of the cross. Okay. Let's support her. Now, tell us where we can hear your stuff. Can we download it? What can we do?
Go Lay Down is on all of your digital outlets. So you can go and purchase Go Lay Down, download Go Lay Down. And there is also a club version of Go Lay Down, the type of club music that you would see in a ballroom if people are familiar with Vogue. So yes, give it. Oh, give it.
Listen, I was there in the 80s when it was created. Okay. So, so you have I got to hear that.
Yes.
I have got to hear that. Has got to be absolutely amazing. Absolutely. Yes.
Shout out to Greg. He's a good friend of mine who actually helped do the club remix. When you hear it, you're gonna instantly think ballroom. It's amazing. I am working on a hip hop mix, and it's taken longer for the hip hop mix because people have really gypped me out of money. And so I'm trying to make sure that I get that done. It's featuring a couple of other TikTok artists because it mainly wasn't just about me. When Go Lay Down took off, it wasn't I'm gonna just keep this all to myself. I mean, I'm gonna forever go down as the Go Lay Down lady. But there were people who did duets like Gabrielle Union. You had people like Keith David, who's the guy off the Bishop off Greenleaf. You have Major, who's a major R&B singer. You had all these people, you know, and so I wanted to give something back to the people and kind of collab with other TikTok creators. And it's taken a while, but I haven't forgotten about it. I'm still working on it in hopes of getting it done within the next 3 months so that we can release it to the world. And it'll be an R&B version and a hip hop version.
Have you ever heard of Trey Tracks?
No.
Okay, he's one of the hottest DJs in Atlanta. Go online, check out Trey Tracks. He has the braids that come to the front. Tell him Aunt Yvonne sent you, please.
I got you. Thank you.
So Trey, if you're listening, yes, I'm sending her to you because I really think the two of y'all would be able to do something wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So what can we expect from you in the future?
Actually, I'm getting ready to work on my first book. To tell the story, because you know every artist has a story, and I do have one. Just to give people a way to learn about me. So I'll be doing that, getting prepared for those books. I'm actually getting ready to appear on a major network, which is a big opportunity, and I'm super geeked about it. So we have that. I've also been working with NaJe. If people are not familiar with NaJe, NaJe has a documentary coming out called Truth Be Told. And I am one of the people featured in Truth Be Told. NaJe is definitely blowing up right now. She is the young lady who recorded Lizzo, Big Girls.
Mhm.
Yes. And
And
so
I love Lizzo. I do. I love Lizzo.
yeah. So if you see it, there's a little skinny girl. If you see her name is NaJe. If you see her, NaJe is a producer. She's a director. And so I'm working along with her, getting ready and prepped for Truth Be Told. We've done a lot of filming, and you'll hear my story through me and my take on the church and being a part of the LGBT community.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's just a little bit for right now, you know, so I'm excited.
I am too. I'm excited for you. I tell you, I'm sitting over here so calm, and inside I'm like, because you always want to be on the ground floor. So when the rocket go up, you get to smell the smoke first. Everybody else get to see, all the lights, everything. But you sitting here with sit on your face. And they're like, well, why you got sit on your face? Because I was there when the rocket went off. That's why.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
I am so thankful that you allowed me to share this time to, just tell us a little bit about you and what you do. And you'll be on Long Island and you're doing some stuff. And like I said, I definitely want to meet you in person. I definitely want to hang out. There's no reason why you in my town for 2 months and we don't, even if it's a burger, we got to eat something together. I'm that chick. And I like breaking bread and talking and having a good time. So we got to make that happen. We got to make it happen.
Yes. Yes.
And I thank you. And before you leave, give our young women and some of our women my age some motivation. If you're a singer, if you're a performer, give us some motivation, to help us to continue creating this content.
Don't quit. It's probably my number one thing, even if it seems hard and it's unfamiliar. Don't quit. Take a leap of faith. You got to believe in yourself in order to take that leap. And so, yeah, don't be afraid to conquer it. I've lived in fear for a long time, and I finally decided that I would no more, and doors have opened, and I'm kicking them down. Okay, with my abs. So don't quit. Don't live in fear. Conquer it.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
you. I can't even tell you how much I thank you for being with me today. And to everyone, you know how I end every show. Keep doing what you're doing until what you're doing gets done. Until next time, good people, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Why y'all let me forget to say that? Like, share, and subscribe, people. Subscribe. Until next time.
There goes a woman of God. They be looking like, whoa, man. There goes a woman of God. I'm a woman first. I'm a woman.